Hello, my name is Sarah and I welcome you to Healing Beyond Borders, a podcast where we share real stories of hope, healing, and the extraordinary journeys patients take in search of a world-class healthcare. Today we bring you an inspiring conversation with a very special guest, a patient from the USA who traveled all the way to India for a life-changing treatment. What makes the story remarkable is not just the recovery, but the fact that would have cost nearly $210,000, while here in India it was just 8,000 US dollars. And behind making this journey smooth, stress-free, and successful was Shifam Health, India's leading medical tourism service. Today, we will explore the patient's experience, break down the numbers, and show why India is emerging as the healthcare destination for the world. So first, let's hear directly from our guest, Mr. Berry and Ma'am Teresa. So thank you for joining us. Can you share with us what made you consider coming to India for treatment?
Well, we live in Arizona, and when we went to the doctors to see about treatment, the out-of-pocket costs started roughly around $60,000, and then we found out a couple weeks later it would go up to $140,000, and then later upwards of $210,000 out of pocket. And we realized we weren't going to be able to afford that. And the insurance company at the time was not saying they were going to cover any of that amount of money. So I remembered about 10, 15 years ago about medical tourism. And so we started looking at it online in different areas. And we started looking at the treatment options and seeing how it compared to what it would cost us in the US. And even with the travel and hotel costs and the treatment, it was a fraction of what it would have cost in the US. So it was a no-brainer for us. We decided we would contact the medical tourist guide, and they helped us through the process, which enabled us to get to India, I think, within 2 weeks and start treatment.
That's truly powerful. Many listening might not realize the emotions, stress patients go through when choosing the right treatment abroad. Your story shows how support and guidance can make this impossible possible. Now let's talk about what many patients go through when facing critical medical decisions. So here lies the confusion. For which country is best for treatment, and they fear like, will the quality be compromised? Even the financial burden, how will I afford treatment abroad? Isolation, that mainly concerned about managing the travel, stay and hospitals in an unfamiliar country. These questions often stop people from seeking the care they truly deserve. This is exactly where Shifam Health steps in, bridging the gap, reducing stress, and making patients feel supported at every stage. At Shifam Health, we don't just arrange treatment, we take care of the entire journey. Our comprehensive services include medical visa assistance, fast and reliable support, hospital selection, partnering only with India's top hospitals like Apollo, Fortis and Medanta, doctor appointments scheduled in advance, no waiting, travel and accommodation from airport pickup to hotel stay, translation supports, multilingual team for seamless communication, post-treatment care, ensuring recovery continues even after you return home. Our mission is simple. We want patients to focus only on healing while we take care of everything else. So how you been to India? Can you please explain the diagnosis and condition there in USA?
Yes. So my husband was diagnosed with vocal cord cancer on his right vocal cord.
Okay.
And after surgery was not being able to remove it, they said he needed radiation.
Okay.
And that's when they told us the costs were going to be substantial. And at first my husband and I didn't know what we were going to do. But then we started researching,
Okay.
and I found Shifam Healthcare, and we sent all of our medical records, and they replied right away and gave us treatment option, and then the medical letter, and suggested which hospital and which doctors, and just made it really easy for us.
Okay, very
Yes.
nice. So my next question is, how cost effective it was in USA as comparing to India?
Substantially. So within 10 days, I think, in the US, they went from $65,000 out of pocket for us to well over $200,000 US.
Okay.
And at first, with the $65,000, we were like, okay, we can pay that.
Okay.
But when it came to well over $200,000, we were like, what are we gonna do?
Okay.
And then after we contacted Shifam Health, and they told us the price here in India was a little less than 10,000 US dollars.
Okay.
We had, you know.
So it was more convenient for you and pocket friendly?
Oh yes,
Okay.
definitely.
Okay, very nice. So could you please share with me what were your initial fear when you thought about first traveling to India for the very first time?
So many things went through our head. The main thing about being here for 6 to 8 weeks, leaving our family and our support system that we would need for my husband to recover from cancer. But, you know, then there's smaller things that run through your head, like the food and, you know, the little day-to-day things. But we've been really blessed with Ajmal and Mohammed, our medical care providers, and the hotel here. Everybody has been really wonderful and relieved so much stress.
Okay.
And they just were there for us every single step of the way.
So will you please explain me about the procedure which you gone through Shifam Healthcare, all those visa process and those radiance and all of that?
Yes. So after we contacted them, they respond right away, and we emailed our medical records, and they did the treatment plan and got us the hospital and the doctor, and then they helped do the medical invitation letter, and then it was time for the visa process, and helped us get the medical e-visas. And then when we were here, they picked us up from the airport. They brought us to our hotel, and then they are the ones that made all of the doctor's appointments. They were with us for every single one. They filled our prescriptions. We didn't even have to, you know, stand in line or do any of that. They just got them all and provided it all, and just relieved so much stress, because, you know, being in another country, we wouldn't have known where to go or what to do. But Shifam Health was just right there every single step of the way.
Okay, thank you.